Good morning and welcome to Adventure Clan. Today we're gonna do a slow trail in Burnham Beeches woods. That's in Slough. We're gonna visit the best Viking settlement, best preserved Viking settlement in the UK. We're gonna see a lot of 100-year-old trees, 1,000-year-old oak, which is called the Druid oak, and we're gonna learn about the tree harvesting method of pollarding. So stay tuned, a lot of interesting things are gonna come your way. A lot of holly around, yeah. Being so close to London, this area is not as wild as other places we've been. So some of the tracks are just between the wood and farmland. But it's still very nice. We enjoy every time we get to spend out in nature. The air is clean and fresh. There's bird song around. It's gonna be a very nice walk. It's like a green tunnel. So nice. Noah! Hey! She's enjoying herself too much to stop and pay attention to the camera. This is your fence now, isn't it? Oh. Wow! It's a swamp. Noah is not enjoying this. I think these are horse paddocks. Yeah, definitely. A bit of a swamp here. And it begins. Everything you see green around as shrubs and trees, it's holly. What's the Latin name for holly?
Ilex verticillata.
Ilex verticillata. It's the thing it makes red fruit and you make Christmas decorations.
Yeah, you can see on this one some berries.
Oh yeah, look, the berries. It's nice. I think they're poisonous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a few birds can eat them. There's a lot of dead trees fallen and left to rot here. The forest floor is covered with bracken and blackberries. It's not Ilex verticifolia, it's Ilex
Agrifolium.
aquifolium.
I thought it
Yeah, we
was
made a technical error.
slightly different.
I think the verticillata is the ornamental one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it has softer leaves. And the deciduous leaves.
We found the swing. Looks a bit flimsy though, we're not gonna use it.
What's up with that?
So these are the remnants of the henge of the Viking settlement. This is the ditch. Obviously on this one they had wooden wall, and inside there was a settlement. They built this wall to protect their fields and crops from deer and wild boar. This settlement was Hardicanute's Moat. That's what it's called, because the chief was Hardicanute. He was the son of King Canute, which ruled over the Danish part of England, Danelaw, Denmark, Sweden, and parts of Norway. He was one of the most successful Viking rulers around 1022. In a very gnarly old stump. Looks like it's sculpted. Yeah, the woods are very eerie. These trees are now growing on the henge. Back in the day, they had the wooden wall here. But yeah, only the henge remains as a testament to the old Viking settlement. Maybe this was a part of a road. I think I found the moat for the moat of Handy. Yeah. So the village was around here. Kami, hold Noah, because there are deers over there. I can see two of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had the village surrounded with that henge I showed you earlier. Between the henge and the moat they had agricultural fields. And here, this goes around, it's a big square. This is where they had the houses and everything. Oh, I can't believe it's still here. The water seems to be very dark. I don't want to get in. Wow, so nice. And the trees are so gnarly.
Look at that one.
Yeah. This one looks like he's doing Irish yoga. Looks like those Indian waymarker trees from the United States, where they used to bend the tree to give a certain direction. London is that way. Maybe this is a marker tree.
No. No.
Oh, very nice. This wood is part of the ancient woodlands that used to cover the whole of the UK. There are a few thousand-year-old trees here. In the 1800s it was bought by a London public company, and they started preserving it. Until then it was exploited. Another 800-year-old oak. By the look of that limb, it was hit by lightning and burned, part of it. Wow, it's so big. And it's still alive, this one is still going. We missed our trail, so we have to go a little bit off-road, which we don't mind. This looks like an old ant hill. Wow, this is all one tree. They're all connected. We found the trail. Nice mossy bank here. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. So this is the ivy, you see? It has all these tap roots and they go into the tree and they suck the life out of him. Noah found the front. Noah thinks she's an alpha dog, and every time she comes across another dog who's thinking he's the alpha, she has to bark. But she's all bark. I think she was involved only in one fight in her life, and it was very equilibrated that fight. Look, shall we try this small path?
Yeah. Let's go this way. Noah knows.
Yeah.
She's ahead.
Noah is scouting ahead. She's very helpful. This is one example of tree pollarding. So they used to cut the crown of the tree and they grow straight limbs more or less the same size, which can be used in construction. So this part of the woods has pollarded beech trees, which were pollarded 400 years ago. Obviously, in recent times, they stopped doing it, and they're just maintaining the woods as a nature preserve.
Wow.
This big fella has to have his limbs supported.
I'll be very, very old.
400 years old, baby.
Look at this stuff. Wow.
It's rotting away. So this is one of the greatest 50 British trees. It's an honor, mate. Does it have a name?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Who's there?
Hi. I found the only mortgage I can afford in London. This tree was planted by Richard Nichols, Esquire, Alderman and Sheriff on 24th of October 1994. That's so nice. I'm wondering if he's related to Luke Nichols, the guy from Outdoor Boys. So this is the Druids oak tree. It's 800 years old and it's been pollarded. They stopped doing pollarding in the 20th century. That's why they look so gnarly, and their limbs are full of holes, which is fantastic for wildlife. Contrary to the name Druid oak, this wasn't around when Druids were a thing here in Britain. Actually, if you don't know what the Druids were, they were the ancient priests or shamans of the Brittonic people. And in the Brittonic culture and also the Celtic culture, the oak had great significance. That's why they presume that a lot of rituals were done around this tree. Very nice. 800-year-olds, folks. There are countries younger than that. This is a spot where the ivy is eating away at the trees. They're like veins on a bodybuilder. Fantastic specimens of trees and ivy around here. Look at this one. Oh, so thick. It even has the bark like the beech tree. Wow. You would think that these are the tree leaves, but they're not. It's just ivy and holly. Everything you see green because we're in the middle of winter. Coming from the bench, it says rest a while on the bench.
Wait, let me see.
This was a big fella in his time. It's held together with wire.
Over 600 years.
Wow. Now he's on a mission. She looks like she knows what she has to do. I will name this tree the Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity tree. It's an appropriate name, isn't it, Kami? They all grow out from the same stem. Very nice. So this is an example of more recent pollarding. You see how they cut the trees up the top of the crown? They do that so it throws out new shoots, and they're high above the animal grazing level, so deer and boar and cattle can't eat them. Yeah. This is one example of natural pollarding. The tree fell and all the limbs grow vertically out of it. Look, they're like independent trees, but they're just one actually. Wash yourself. You might hear us, especially Kami, because she doesn't know when I'm filming. You might hear us speak in a different language. That's Romanian, because we are Romanian living in the UK, and we're doing the channel in English, so we have a bigger reach out. It's a nice clean water. They closed off parts of the woods as erosion prevention, so people don't walk all over the woods and ruin the wood floor. This one looks like a grenade exploded. Nice horsey. It's like a bomb crater. The wind is picking up. We're supposed to get 100% chances of rain tomorrow. I think it's gonna start today. So we're heading back to the car. That's a red kite over there. I see its nest. It's in that tree. At some point they were endangered because the farmers kept shooting them. They've been reintroduced and now they're a protected species here in England. Little Worth. We're at the parking. This is a nice Blackwood Arms pub. We're gonna skip the pub meal today because we only had a short walk. So yeah guys, we had a really nice low impact woodland walk today. We did around 9 kilometers in 2.5 hours. We enjoyed it a lot. If you liked watching, make sure you hit subscribe. We're putting out new videos every Saturday morning. See you next time. Bye.